This News Update is brought to you by
This is the 6 p.m. Barbados Day update for Monday, June 23rd, 2014. A warm welcome to you. I'm Kamar Jordan. Good evening. We begin with news from the law courts. 3 men accused of the murder of Aaron Boyce will return to court on July 21. Kasem Kimar Edwards, Jason DaCosta Clement, and Rashma Connor Haley Tafarai Lowe all appeared at the Whole Town Magistrates Court this morning. Boyce's body was found near the Pleasant Hall Cemetery in St. Peter. A fourth man, Gregory Ryan Burnett, was remanded on a firearm charge when he appeared at the Whole Town Court. Over at the District C, 2 men charged with drug offenses faced the court. 38-year-old Jamel Evelyn was ordered to pay $6,000 in 3 months for possession. He was, however, reprimanded and discharged on the offense of trafficking and convicted, reprimanded and discharged on possession with intent to supply. The charge for cultivation was withdrawn. Meantime, a 29-year-old Everton Evelyn was fined $9,000 in 6 months for the offense of possession. He was also ordered to pay $2,000 in 6 months for cultivation. In other news, political scientist Dr. Tennyson Joseph gives a damning assessment of the country's leadership, taking a critical look at the island's state of affairs since Prime Minister Freundel Stuart took office following the death of his predecessor, David Thompson. Joseph, a lecturer at the Cave Hill campus, told Barbados Today that Stuart's governance over the last 4 years has been a weak one.
They're compromising to the extent that they are so weak that they prefer, and I would be quite blunt and say that is Stuart's problem now. Stuart is enjoying power for its own sake. When you look around him, when you can point to say, what are the things that you've achieved? There is very little that he has achieved, and I heard him making a boast about going down as the best Prime Minister. All around you are negatives, that things people used to enjoy, they no longer enjoy. Taxation is going up. On the economic front, in the broad macroeconomic level, there is decline. So then what are you achieving as a Prime Minister?
A fresh call for casinos to be allowed onshore in Barbados to lure more visitors to the island is coming from the newly elected president of the Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association, Sunil Shah, who says there's a lack of adequate attractions on the island. He warns the island cannot continue to operate as it did in the past, but rather it must take action to boost the sector's competitiveness.
We don't have enough attractions on the ground, you know. We need dolphin parks, we need, I'm going to be controversial here, not even talk about casinos, you know. There are different things that we need to look at. We can't continue operating the way we've been operating in the past. We can't just sell the sea, the sand, and the sun. You know, we need more things to keep people entertained on the island, and we need better accommodation as well. We do need some brands. If you look at the properties on island, there are a few brands, but there are not enough of those brands either. You know, we need that brand marketing to help with what we're doing in Barbados.
A word of caution today that privatization may not always be the best answer for the country. This from Foreign Affairs Minister Senator Maxine McLean, who was responding to growing demand for more government-run projects to be placed in private hands. Participating in a roundtable discussion on global competitiveness, prospects for the future, she stressed the need for public-private sector partnerships.
So the point I'm making is that when we talk about infrastructure investment, there is an issue we can discuss. How do we recognize what must be invested in, or what might be the methods of investing, and what probably should government retain, etc. And that is a discussion that I believe we need to have.
Now for a look at what's taking place in sport, Grantley Prescott and Wesley Hall are confident of wins in tomorrow's Bicos Primary School's football competition. Speaking to Barbados Today, Grantley Prescott's captain, Devontae Richards, said he's looking forward to making his exit from primary school with a bang, while Kemar John of Resley Hall is confident that his side has what it takes to capture the title.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.
In the region, residents in the Jamaican community of Black River, St. Elizabeth, are picking up the pieces following a freak storm over the weekend. According to residents, the system is churned from the sea onto land, resembled that of a tornado. The storm tore down roofs, downed trees, and shut down electricity. Here's what some had to say about the experience.
I hear something roar like a hurricane. So I said, wait, what is this? So when I go down the veranda and look through the grill, but it's like I see something passed about 1,000,000 miles.
I was taking some ice to my cousin who was saying, I was saying to him it's a tornado, and he was just laughing, just take everything for a joke.
We were here and just saw the freak storm coming and we couldn't do nothing but cover ourselves, and took the roof of the kitchen and other parts of the building.
On the international scene, outrage tonight from journalists and activists from around the globe following the conviction of 3 Al Jazeera English journalists for aiding the Muslim Brotherhood. Peter Grest, Mohammed Rami, and Bahir Mohammed, who have been behind bars in Cairo for the last 6 months, were given 7 years sentences each for conspiring with a terrorist organization, spreading false news and endangering national security, among other charges. And on that note, we come to an end of our 6 p.m. update. We'll be back again tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. Until then, you can log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, or like us on Facebook to get more news and sports. I'm Kemar Jordan. Have a peaceful night and join us again first thing tomorrow morning.
This news update is brought to you by